Welcome back to the Fenrir Golden Retriever Show. My name's Joe and I'm a certified canine leader here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com. We're dedicated to helping you learn everything you could possibly want to know about the Golden Retriever and then how to become a high-level canine leader so you can raise your very own. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a future upload. I am super excited today because we have our good friend here at Fenrir, Abby, with us, who owns one Golden Retriever. You've owned a Golden Retriever in the past. Yeah. And we're going to be asking Abby all sorts of questions about the Golden Retriever from a owner's perspective, so she can teach us some things about the Golden Retriever. So you've had two Golden Retrievers.
I have, yeah.
First one's called Bailey.
Bailey, yeah.
How long did you have Bailey for?
Bailey, we had him for 12 years. Yeah. And then we've had Cooper now. He is now 2.
Nice. Do you have any any dogs before Bailey?
No, so we didn't have any dogs before that, but we had like hamsters and all.
Oh,
it
hamsters.
was basically just
slightly different training.
A little bit
from a
different,
hamster to a
yeah,
Golden Retriever.
Yeah,
Awesome.
shock
Awesome.
resistant.
So you've now got Cooper, who's 2.
Yeah.
How have you found having Cooper?
He's very different to Bailey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. Bailey was a lot more like chilled out, I guess.
Yeah.
But Cooper is just high energy all the time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
How have you found that, as a comparison with training and stuff? Has it been massively different between the two, or was it reasonably similar?
It's been reasonably similar, but Cooper's definitely been a little bit more tricky. Because of his high energy, and he's a lot stronger than Bailey was.
Yeah.
Bailey was a lot smaller than Cooper.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been interesting.
Okay. Well, I've met Cooper, and he is a big dog.
He is a big dog.
He's, for a Golden Retriever, unbelievably strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken him on walks, and I'm like, whoa, this guy's strong. You don't expect it.
No, you really don't.
You see Golden Retrievers, and they're such a family dog, aren't they? You see
Yeah.
them, and you go, these guys are going to be fine, but actually he's so strong.
Yeah.
Cool. What made you guys choose a Golden Retriever?
So my dad, when he was younger, had a Golden Retriever.
Okay.
And he was called Duke, and he was a massive Golden Retriever. He was bigger than Cooper was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was a show dog.
Oh, wow, nice.
Dad used to take him to shows and things. So, yeah. So we got a Golden Retriever because Dad knew how they are, and that they're good family dogs. And, so, yeah.
Who would you say is kind of the owner of Cooper? Would it be your dad?
I'd say everyone kind of chips in.
Okay,
so he's
cool.
more of a family dog.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, everyone walks him, and so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What? How have you found training Cooper?
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Okay.
He's surprisingly not food driven. So it's been
That's
difficult.
really weird
Yeah.
for a Golden Retriever.
It's really weird, yeah, because Bailey was completely food driven, but Cooper is the complete opposite, and so we've been trying to find different ways to, I don't know, what it is that he actually will listen for, which has been tricky, but yeah.
Has he got a lot of play drive, with toys and stuff?
Yeah, so he loves his toys.
Yeah.
It's as soon as you come down in the morning, I need to get you a toy. Have to bring you something. We have to play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool. Nice. What kind of training things have you done differently with Cooper that you did to Bailey?
I think with Bailey we did a lot of clicker training.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Yeah, and that worked really well for him.
Yeah.
And we went to classes and things.
Okay.
And with Cooper we've had to go to classes because he's just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How long are you still going to classes with Cooper?
No,
or?
not
Oh, okay. How long did you go for classes for?
Wasn't a massive amount of time.
Yeah.
It was a few months. He was they are really quick to learn. So yeah.
I feel for me, classes are a great way to socialize your dog anyway.
Yeah.
That's for me, when I'm thinking about puppies and things like that, that's why I almost want them to go. I feel the training part is helpful and it's good, but a lot of it you can kind of take on yourself and learn yourself.
Yeah.
But the socialization aspect of having loads of other puppies and lots of noise and things, I think can be really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Was yours outside or inside?
I think it was a bit of a mixture.
Oh, okay, cool, nice.
Environments.
Yeah.
But the socialization kind of aspect of it was really helpful. And
Yeah.
we tried to do a lot of that anyway with Cooper,
Nice.
just to get him used to like being outside. Like Mum would stand outside with him, like when he was a puppy, when the bin men came, and
Nice.
get them to like say hello. And
Oh, that's so
stuff.
good.
Yeah, so that really helped. Like he's really friendly with
Yeah.
all people. So
It's really interesting. I like preach about socialization with young dogs, that it's so important.
yeah,
And I actually remember meeting Cooper as a puppy
Yeah.
and him being very unsure about me.
Yeah.
I think it's because I came in like, you know, beard, hat, and like, but it's those unusual,
Yeah.
like slightly different characters that come in and act a different way and things makes
Yeah.
it so important for the future. Because now he's super strong and super big. If he was still unsure about me, which he definitely isn't,
Yeah.
but if he was still unsure about me, then that would be a real
Yeah.
issue to deal with now at 2 years old
Yeah,
rather than
definitely.
as a little pup. No, that's really interesting. So you did like swimming lessons
Yeah.
with Cooper, right?
Yeah, so we did like hydrotherapy kind of thing at our vet, which was actually really helpful.
Yeah.
Because so with Bailey, when he was a puppy, it was on like one of his first walks off lead.
Yeah.
He ran straight into a lake, and this lake just dropped off.
No way.
Yeah, so he was chasing the ducks as a retriever would, but
Yeah.
completely scared the life out of him, and
Oh,
he
man.
was afraid of water from that point on. So his whole life we were trying to get him into the sea and stuff like that, and my dad would have to like hold his collar as he went in and it was
Go
really-
swimming with him.
It's like, yeah, it was really sad.
Oh.
He eventually got used to it and
Yeah.
was all right. So we took Cooper to hydrotherapy just to get him used to it. Had his little life
That's really
jacket
cool.
on
I've
and
never
stuff.
had a life jacket
Yeah,
on.
it's
I have
so cute.
never seen that. So in like a swimming pool.
It's like a
Amazing.
little swimming pool.
Yeah.
There's like someone in there with him, and like say my mum would walk around like the edges of the pool, so he'd swim to her
Yeah.
and like follow her around, and yeah, it just gets them used to the water, and he
That's
can now
so cool.
swim really
What
well,
age was
so-
he doing that?
I think he was about 3 months.
Okay.
So yeah, like pretty early on.
Amazing. I remember your mum telling me about it and me just kind of going, I have never heard about this for a dog. I think it's like me coming from the West Country that I could just go, you know, there's water everywhere and
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
kind of, you gotta swim.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. But that's really interesting though for a retriever because they're usually
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
water dogs, aren't they? They seem fine with it. But
Yeah.
obviously Bailey had a bad experience, so that's really
Yeah.
interesting. So Cooper's quite a strong
Yeah.
retriever, as you said, and your mum is quite petite. You're quite petite. Dad's a bit stronger and stuff.
Yeah.
But for you guys, how have you dealt with that? Because obviously walking a really strong dog on the
Yeah.
lead can be really challenging. So like, how do you guys deal with that?
Well, we've all tried and walk him as much as we can, and a lot of like lead walking, we have to, if he pulls, we get him to sit like straight
cool.
away.
Yeah.
And so you could basically walk down one road and you'd just be sitting
The whole way.
the whole
And,
way.
like, that is not how you walk a dog.
Or it's just like kind of teaching him that if he's gonna pull, like we can't control that. Like
Yeah.
he'll end up hurting one of us
Yeah.
if he pulls too much, especially like my mum or me. So like even just making him sit, and if he's still not listening when we're getting him to sit loads, we just go home.
Yeah.
Because he needs to learn that
Okay.
if he's gonna pull, then he's
Yeah.
not gonna get a
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
Like because that's just, it's not right. So,
Yeah, we talk a lot about like calm, consistent leadership and
Yeah.
that consistency. That's what I find really interesting talking about a family dog.
Yeah.
Is that for me, like with my dogs and things, like I'm the owner
Yeah.
and I'm the one dealing with it. Whereas for you guys,
Yeah.
you know, it's a shared responsibility, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
so it's interesting, but having those conversations early on, going, this is how we're going to deal with this situation, and all of you agreeing in that, then that's teaching the dog,
Yeah.
oh, it's not a case that I have to do this with this person, but I can get away with it with this person if you
Yeah.
have that across the board. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So like my dad, he would like first walk him because we knew how strong he was.
Yeah.
So he like got used to doing the whole sitting and kind of figured out what we needed to do, and then like we all talked about it and agreed that this is what we do on every single walk.
That's cool.
So we are still doing that. Like sometimes he does have a bit of a moment when it's like, actually I want to like do my own thing.
Yeah.
because he's so strong, he can.
Yeah.
But you just have to sit him down and like refocus on you. And yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah. And he's still quite a young dog as well.
Yeah.
So he's still quite excited by stuff, and
Very
excited.
It's
always still. That's why we do boot camp courses and things like that. That it's still good to go over this stuff. It doesn't come to a point where you just click your fingers and you stop doing these routines with them. So that's really cool. Great. So if you guys enjoyed that, we would love to hear from you in the comments down below. We're going to be having a few more of these conversations with Abby, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more of those. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode of the Fenrir Golden Retriever Show.